End Times Market Prediction presents the monetary crisis cycle. Another name to call it will be monetary reset, and this is purposely created to take down the world economy first by infusing countries with dollar-denominated debt at zero interest rate, and later to increase the rate so that they would either collapse or default on the debt, which will create collateral damage. I first heard about the monetary crisis from Martin Armstrong, and this man have a very good idea of what he is talking about. Now, go to Martin Armstrong website and type in search bar monetary crisis and you will see this. You will see all his previous blogs here. But I will summarize what is important here. The monetary crisis is due in 2021 and will likely to end in 2022 according to Martin Armstrong. The US dollar is likely to decline into 2021 and bounce back up into 2022. This happens to be an important turning point in the cycle for gold as well. The US dollar will start to rise again sometime after 2021, and so will the interest rates. The minimum target according to my sources is the dollar index will sink to at least 88 and possible 85 near the low of 2014. When the US dollar rises again, gold will fall once again for a limited time, of course. Powell's recent speeches indicate that he wants inflation and he wants to raise the interest rate. 1. He mentioned that he wants the inflation rate to be at least more than 2%. 2. He maintained that he will keep interest rate low for a long time. Believe me or not, the inflation rate will raise past not just 2% and the interest rate will rise. Contrary to what he stated, what happened when the U.S. Central Bank raised interest rate again? First thing, it will trigger the monetary crisis as mentioned by Martin. You see, when the U.S. dollar stays low, the U.S. economy is keep afloat by export. But once the U.S. dollar strengthens, U.S. export will decrease and the debt situation outside U.S. will implode. If you read Martin's blog, the U.S. dollar is the one which will bring down the world economy when it strengthens. I believe this is all by design to collapse the economy and to bring in the new world order or the evil world order. You ready for this? Okay, the monetary reset will occur when the U.S. dollar rise again in 2021. What is the actions of the central bank when a crisis occurs every time? The Fed Powell prints the money and give it to their best friend, the elite. Trillions of dollars are transferred to the balance sheet of the banks so that they can use it at their disposal. That's a never pass up a good crisis. This time round, the Fed balance sheet increased from $4 trillion to $7 trillion. Country dipping into reserve in the pretense to shore up their economy. Then, they lower interest rate in the pretense to boost the economy and get everyone to borrow the US dollar at low rates. They destroy savers and pension funds during the crisis and force the stock market and risky junk bonds to rise in value. And also force the Robin Hood saver to risk more and more. Then they say they will keep interest rate low for a long time, which is, in my opinion, bullshit. How is this related to the price of precious metals in year 2021? Metal price will fall and so will miners in 2021 and possible into the early stage of 2022 for a lower low. The honey becomes the poison when the interest rate rises again. Precious metals should fall back to their basing value or plateau, which is around 1040 during the previous gold bulls in year 2011 from 1923. This time round, the plateau is around 1350 to 1450 range and possible lower. Gold have been in a bull market since 2016, since the breakout to 1360, then consolidated for years before it finally break out above 1360 last year. The third of a third wave is the most powerful in Elliott wave pattern, and the rise from 1450 to 2070 is the completion of a third of a third wave, followed by a 4th wave minor correction, which is happening right now. The range is between 1877 to 1950. Then a final wave up of a third wave up, possibly in the near future. Monetary crisis and how it affects Europe. The Federation of Europe is breaking apart, and so is their euro currency. The current euro rally is a counter-trend rally, and its target is around used euro 1.25, 1.27. A counter-trend rally is a corrected rally in Elliott wave term, and once the trend is complete, price will reverse in the direction of the previous trend, which is down. Europe have used the virus to mask their financial woes and propose plans to digitize their dollars in order to collect more tax. Once this is complete, they can say goodbye to their money, as it will be worth much less. The elites continue to steal from the poor and put millions into poverty and shedding crocodile tears in front of public eyes. Who are the real elites? You may have known that the elites are the world leaders, rich businessmen like Bill Gates, and powerful people in the military. Actually, no. They are not the real elites. You see, the real elites controls the world. They own everything. These people you see in the front are office boys, and the real elites are the puppet and money master that hides in the shadow. If you read Gammo YouTube video, you can have a good understanding of who are the real elites. But they have no names. They hid behind big banks and big corporations. They possess unlimited wealth and resources and power. I once estimate that they have wealth in excess of $1,000 trillion. That is correct, you heard it. More than $1,000 trillion. And power too. With power, you can do anything. You can conquer the entire universe if you have the right power. See link of George Gammo video for more understanding of the elites. Credits to George Gammo. After viewing this, you know that the Fed is not as powerful as it seems. He has a number of videos which explain and details the inner working of the current corrupt banking system. The paper asset and physical asset, which is most important. Martin mentioned that money would begin to switch from paper to physical asset when the confidence is lost. Everything tangible will then begin to rise in values. You remember not long ago when the Russian rubles falls, the people rush out and try to buy whatever they can with their diminishing currency. You remember what happened when Venezuela economy collapsed and their stock market melts up as their currency collapse. Does it look similar to what is happening in the US stock market right now, with a melt-up happening from March to September 2020, and then the current corrections? Well, it looks uncanny to me. The monetary crisis and its effect on cryptocurrency. Martin view on cryptocurrency. Forget about the private coins to replace the banks. As the US dollar rises at first, all other assets will fall in price, and that will include the cryptocurrency. The nations will issue their own cryptocurrency and ban all private alternatives when they are threatened. Unfortunately, it will be at best an instrument for speculations and is no different from stocks and bonds. So, it is not viewed as a safe haven asset. Only the real tangible are. If you find this video useful, as usual, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. You can send donations to my PayPal account to support my video at tangem@hotmail.com.